Psalm 23 verse 4 reads like this: "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." Perhaps you identify with me when I say that I'm more drawn to the earlier part of this psalm that speaks of the green pastures than the valley of the shadow of death. And if so, I want to point out something that the Lord has brought me to, and in doing so, I pray that it be an encouragement to you as it has been to me. And that would be that the valley of the shadow of death is just as sweet as the green pastures because our shepherd is still there. And with this reality, there is no place for fear for those who are with him. Pastor Stephen Davey tells the story of well-known atheist Stephen Hawking being asked what his view was of Christianity's teaching regarding life after death. And he said, "The brain is a computer which will stop working when its components fail, and there is no afterlife for broken down computers." He went on to say that Christianity is a fairy tale. It is an illusion embraced by people who are afraid of the dark. A few days after he made that comment, John Lennox, a mathematician, a professor at Oxford University, and a Christian apologist, was asked, "What do you think about Hawking's statement that Christianity is an illusion embraced by people who are afraid of the dark?" And he said, "Well, atheism is an illusion embraced by people who are afraid of the light." What light is he talking about? Well, in John 1:1-5, we read, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. The Word was God. He was in the beginning with God, and all things came into being through him, and apart from him, nothing came into being that has come into being." Listen to verse 4. "In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not comprehend it." The light that the atheist is afraid of is Jesus, and he is the confidence of the believer when he finds himself in the valley of the shadow of death. The Lord brought Psalm 23 to mind as I was reading of Mary's response to the angel Gabriel. Now, I know that this is a familiar passage for so many of us, especially during this time of year, but until this week, I never really thought of it as being a possible valley of the shadow of death for Mary. You see, my thoughts have always been more like, well, wow, what an incredible privilege. Out of all the women throughout time, you would get to be the one who carries the Son of God. What a blessing. And I believe that she did realize this as we read verses 46-55, which are the verses that are known as the Magnificent. In them, she declares praise to God and his regard for her. But I wonder what she had to face in this reality. Let's step back and try to put ourselves into her shoes for just a minute. Some believe that she was as young as 12 years old when God sent the angel to her. She was not married, and soon everyone would know that she was pregnant, which according to Deuteronomy 22, verses 20-21, could be punishable by death. And I wonder if part of the reason for her going to Elizabeth was knowing that by God's intervention, she too was pregnant, and perhaps Mary would find acceptance and encouragement far away from judgmental eyes. And maybe this would be a safe place to process what was going on. Well, if so, then this truly was a valley of the shadow of death for Mary. With all of this in consideration, the words of Mary, when finding out that she would carry this baby, are challenging to me. And those words are found in Luke chapter 1, verse 38. And Mary said, Behold, the bondservant of the Lord, may it be done to me according to your word. Though there is a very real valley before her, she shows no fear, because according, again, to verses 46 to 55, she shows herself to be one who knows that the Lord is with her. Therefore, she can go into this valley with no fear. My name is Kelly Daugherty, and this has been a quick reminder from the His Hill podcast. We try to upload our longer episodes every Thursday morning. And this Thursday, our Bible school principal, John Forrest, will be leading us in a Christmas-themed devotion. So make sure to join us. If you need to get in touch with me or just would like to say hello, you can do so by email at Kelly, Kelly, at hishill.org. Thanks for listening. Merry Christmas. And remember, keep your eyes fixed on Jesus.